Welcome back to my unemployment diaries. I want to talk about nervous systems. And I want to talk about it because yesterday I had a one of those like Monday blues type of feelings. Now, yesterday wasn't a Monday, it was a holiday, and today technically would have been an actual working day. So I woke up yesterday, went about my day, about midday, probably around the same time I would have had the Sunday blues on a Sunday. I started getting this like incredible, like anxiety, like, oh my God, I've got to go to work tomorrow. Oh my God, I don't want to go there. Like, oh my God, like this place, like it was like that, like dread feeling that I was getting. And I had to stop for a second and remind myself, okay, Zakia, you are currently unemployed. So you don't technically have to get up and go to work and go do anything tomorrow. So why am I feeling like this if I don't have to go to work? My nervous system. Now, my nervous system is completely still trained to what I've been doing for the last 15 years. So for the last 15 years, I've been working. I haven't not worked. The last time that I didn't work was 15 years ago when I was, or 16 now, when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter and I was a stay at home mom. So for the last 15 years, I've been in some sort of fight or flight or some sort of, I don't want to say danger, but it's almost what it feels like. Anyway, I started reading The Pivot Year. Let me get this up by Brianna Weiss. And I put this off for a year, right? And it's basically a 365 days of becoming your better self. And I started reading this probably towards the end of December. Again, a lot of things started to align, and it's quite wild. And I'll talk about probably more often than others here on my channel. But I'm saying all this and bringing up the book because yesterday when I was going through this, I almost immediately started to panic because it was like, oh my God, I don't have a job. What am I going to do? I haven't not had a job for 15 years. What's happening? And I opened up the book to day 28, which is the day that I was on. And the first line states, nothing feels all the way right at the beginning because nothing is completely familiar at the beginning. And I had to sit back and go, whoa. Again, the universe showing me signs instantaneously, like, calm down. This is new for you. You have been saying for the past year that you want to give this content creation a go. So this is new. You have the opportunity to do this. Calm down. This is just the beginning. So it doesn't feel right. Your body still thinks that it's in danger. So I wanted to get on here just to talk about that feeling of our nervous systems and how our nervous systems are trained to basically go along with how things have gone for however long they've been going on. So for me, every Sunday I would have this like, oh my God, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Oh my God, I gotta go to work tomorrow. And it was like this anxiety that I felt every single Sunday because the next day meant I had to go to work. And my body showed me that I was still in there. And I say this because if you are in a sense, whether it is some sort of danger, whether it's because you're in a job that you don't like, or you're in a relationship that you don't like your body recognizes familiarity. Is that a word? Anyway, um, and I want to be here to help us all, myself included, get out of that fight or flight, get out of, the wrecked nervous system, get out of the anxious feeling. So I think we should all pick up this book if you are in a season where you are trying to better yourself, where you're trying to be more aligned with yourself. What is it that you're asking for? Pick up the book, read the book. Again, it's a day by day. And I think like it will help in tremendous ways. Because yesterday, like I said, the minute I read that, like I calmed down. Like I didn't feel so like overwhelmed and like, oh my God, how am I gonna take care of my kids? How am I gonna pay my mortgage? Because I am a single mom. Um, so it was one of those like, how is this gonna work? How is this gonna work? And when I read this, it immediately just calmed me down. And it one goes to show that reading can regulate us in so many ways, more ways than others. Um, and also, whenever we start to feel like our nervous system is starting to attack, in a sense, it's good to step back, breathe, understand what it is that you're going through, feel what you're going through, and allow yourself a second to bring yourself down. Feel it, see it, recognize it, and, remind yourself this is not accurate so that you can pull yourself back and you can take yourself out of that and start to train your nervous system to not become anxious when you think about certain things. And I think that's the key thing is just being able to train your nervous system to recognize certain things so that when they do pop up, you don't go into a spiral and you don't go into, some sort of anxiety attack or, whatever the case may be. It's just taking that moment to recognize what's happening, feel it for a second, and tell yourself this is not reality. So, anyway, that is what I came on here to say, and that we all need to be better at, self-regulation. Or if you are in a season of becoming more regulated, that's what I'm doing. I am very much into mindset manifestation and the subconscious mind, because that is another thing that helps all of this, because our subconscious mind does hold a lot of blocks for us. Not only does it hold blocks for us, but it also, it is the repeating pattern of what we do without even realizing that we're doing. So if there is something in our subconscious that we believe to be true, we have to untrain. Just like we have to untrain our nervous system, we have to untrain the subconscious mind to a different type of belief. Um, so, yeah. So that's what I'm here for. I'm going to talk a lot about that. Again, I'm a single mom. I have been through a lot of shit. Okay. A lot. I have been through entirely too much for someone my age. And if you ever want to know about things I've been through, just let me know in the comments. But I have pulled myself up from situations that I never thought I would get over or, get out of. And I've gotten myself to where I am today. Now, myself today is unemployed, but again, I'm not scared. And I am very much leaning into recognizing all the signs, like the ones that I saw yesterday, because there's signs everywhere. I think the universe, God, whatever you believe, higher being, is consistently trying to tell us something, and it's up to us to tune in to whether, we want to accept what we're seeing or not. So, if you want to come along this journey with me, I'm going on a big, bold, beautiful journey, like I said in my last video, which my last video I did ramble, but that's okay. So, yeah, that's what I'm here for. But that was my talk for the day. We're learning